the vast majority of clinicians are utilizing visual estimation. Okay, so when they're kind of measuring posture, they're 74% were utilizing visual assessment alone, as kind of analyzing objective posture. How accurate that is, I think the question you're alluding to, how accurate that is coming back. Well, there has been some research looking at that. So there's a guy called Kees Woldendorp. It did a systematic review on kind of the best practices for for assessment of posture, and visual assessment was found to be the best potential assessment for clinicians. However, he acknowledges the fact that actually there's very little backing for other measures, and that's potentially down to the fact that actually the other measures haven't been validated, haven't been assessed regarding reliability across the board. And I think that's according to the systematic reviews that have kind of looked at objective posture. More needs to be done around that subject.
Yeah, I was struck by the fact that by a long way, the second strongest response to that last question was, we don't measure it at all.
Yes. Yeah. And that's, again, I think some of that is coming from the narratives of research that are currently out there. And, there is definitely a narrative, people like Kieran O'Sullivan, Peter O'Sullivan, really experienced researchers, done a lot of research around the subject of objective posture, looking specifically around back pain. But they're kind of, they're talking about that link between back pain, and there is no link, according to the research, between back pain and objective posture. However, one of the things that hasn't been done is that we haven't got a clinically available research kind of way of looking at posture. And I think that's kind of hopefully where my doctorate will hopefully kind of kick in, is that I'm hoping that we'll be able to kind of get a more validated, reliable measure for objective posture that clinicians can use, in the same way that people will look at range of movement and maybe use a goniometer. They might use something that helps objectify their decision, other than that quick visual estimation, which is the first line which you'd use for range of movement testing similarly. But you need something, maybe like you said earlier, Stephen, you talked about them coming back in a few months. You want to have that kind of objective assessment, to maybe go, actually, we've been doing a few things. How's your posture changed? And hopefully, as I say, we'll be able to get something together in terms of that.